All right. I'll let everybody on YouTube to start joining us. So give it a few seconds. And let me do. Boom, boom. All right. So let's take a look, see what's happening. All right. Let's take a look. See, first of all, let's take a look at NASDAQ. Yesterday we were long. I was long all of the week, and if you were watching us on YouTube, all of this week, basically, when we had a Sunday open, I started buying NASDAQ and had like 4 or 5 trades in NASDAQ longs, specifically targeting the gap close, especially after all that nonsense FUD, Chinese deep whatever the fuck AI nonsense came out, and then the news came out that they stole or used the ChatGPT algorithm after all, blah 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 blah. All right, so a whole lot of nonsense, and we've been long all of this week. I closed my longs already. I'm out because now that we are almost at the gap close, all games are off. Not all games are off, but all bets are off. What's going to happen next? It can close the gap and roll over. It can continue upwards. So the easy money has been made. We had a V-shaped recovery, super bullish. And as I was explaining to you, every single time there was a breakout retest, breakout retest, breakout retest, a breakout, a retest, buy. Same thing again on shorter time frames, So every single time it would pull back. Well, I wasn't trading here already. But on 15-minute time frames, it was super obvious every time it was doing a staircase type of deal. Again, targeting the gap close. And now that we are, this is NAS 100. Let me see. Let me go to futures contract. One sec. NQ. All right. So this is the futures contract. It still has some room to go to close the because the NAS 100 is a CFD and nobody it's relevant. Either watch the cash market or trade the futures. To be quite honest, this is the third least interesting one, but the NQ, the futures feed, is the one that you should be probably watching. In any case, we had all of this week I've been telling you buy, buy, buy. I was explaining to you why I was buying. We made some money trading this NASDAQ. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, well, not on Discord because I'm showing something else. On Discord, I can show you multiple windows, but on YouTube, you can see the P&L for the week. All right. So we had 3 losers and 23 winners. Okay. So not bad. Again, small sizes, slow and steady, slow and steady, slow and steady. Getting to that. In 1 week, we did 2.5%. 2-3% a week is what you should be targeting. Don't keep swinging for the fences. You're not gonna have the emotional discipline to withstand that heat. Okay, don't do that. You don't need to do that. You're not working for a bank where you need to do, or a hedge fund where you need to deploy cash immediately. Okay. Wait, why is it showing completely different? 1 second, guys. There we go. All right. Anyway, let me close. In any case, so the trades that you can see on YouTube, but not on Discord, we've been longing this, and the big question is, today's Friday, what's next? Well, since today's Friday, it's usually, if all of this was the you have to always, I always say, you have to know where you are on a map, on the time map as well. So this was Sunday open and Monday. Okay, this was the bloodbath. A lot of people got stopped out, blah 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 blah. But if you go and look at the daily, which where you should always start your analysis for every day, you can see that we're still making higher highs and higher lows, except when we started here. This was lower lows and lower highs. This was the correction, and it looks like this correction is over. We pumped. We took out the this swing high, right? So we put it in a new high, our higher high, and lo and behold, then we sold off on Sunday, but we sold off. We didn't take out the low. We did not take out the low. Okay, since we didn't take out the low, it's very likely that this price will continue to put in now a higher high. Okay, since we had a structure, shift in market structure. All right, from down to up. That's why I was longing all of this week, especially on following Wednesday, Thursdays, when we definitely saw this huge candle and then the follow through happening every day. So very likely today we're gonna close this gap finally. Highly likely. We're almost there. A little bump up to finish it off. And usually on Fridays is when a lot of professional traders just stay away. They don't trade on Fridays. Or if you do want to trade on Friday, you always have to anticipate that the people who were taking all of this market's longs and they were sitting since Monday or Tuesday, they're going to start taking profit. They're going to start booking profit because they know that we are reaching the target, and this is why I closed my longs. And we are essentially finishing this run. So I'm going to take profit, and I'm just going to go enjoy the weekend. Why am I going to risk, instead of closing right now, right here today, I'm going to risk this little distance to get a little more. If I already rode all of this is nothing already. So I'd rather close it now and, as proverbially put it eloquently, fuck off into the sunset, rather than risk holding this for no reason. And next, it can definitely pump. This is the daily ATR. This is the level, coinciding with what? With the daily huge trend line level as well, right? So we can definitely pump higher, but next week I'm going to be looking for these highs to be taken out, if we're going to be taking them out. All right. Very often I will also be looking for this thing to close the gap and then a rollover. Okay, especially if we take out this low. So easy money has been made. For me now, the big level is this and this. These are two levels I'll be watching for me to enter any new trades again next week. I'm definitely not trading NASDAQ today anymore. Okay, so I closed last night. Like I told you, all of this week we've been targeting this. All right, let's take a look at gold. Gold. Okay, so we put in all-time highs in gold yesterday. I was explaining to you when we were, where was 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. We were here yesterday when I was live on YouTube. And I was explaining to you not to piss against the wind, the importance of not pissing against the wind, okay? And as you can see, we've been edging higher, and people who try to short here, they all failed, okay? Even though I did short at the end of the day yesterday, around these levels, and I just caught a little bit, but I closed it for tiny profits for scratch. All right, so right now, obviously this is overextended. We had because this was an all-time high, right? We essentially, people who were shorting at the resistance here, this is their stop losses. Okay, and people are forming it in. So now, once all the shorts are now stopped out, pretty much. So it's very likely we're going to have a pullback, and we always, not always, but very often, again, we have retests of our breakouts before we continue higher. Okay, so this is definitely getting a little long in the tooth, this rally. Let's take a look. Yeah, you know, forget about RSI. You shouldn't use it completely for you know, just because it's over there doesn't mean it's overbought or oversold. But what you should be paying attention to is divergences, because now you have the momentum divergence right here. You see, so this is petering out. I wouldn't be buyer of gold today, even if it just doesn't make sense. Again, it's Friday. After all of this, essentially one swift go in the last 2 days, it's kind of silly to go long here. Can you try your luck? Can we pop one more, you know, third high right and then short it? That's what I would do probably in the afternoon. I would wait for the afternoon, and if I see a rollover starting to happen on a 15-minute time frame, a 1 hour time frame, if we put in, again, if we pop these stops right here, then we put a candle like this, you know, with a wick and a body, a reversal candle, and then we take out the body of the low of the candle rather in the afternoon. That means that people are taking profit, and you can definitely expect some kind of a pullback. So this would be the mean reversion trade. Again, this is not for noobs. This is pissing against the wind. So it's not the best thing to do. This is strictly for if 80% of the time, 90% of the time you trade with the trend, and this one time you can have mean reversion. Again, why? Well, because it's Friday, because of the way this price moved up, it all is a little bit, again, with the divergence, you have evidence stacking that this might be top-ish. Again, can it pop, you know, three? There's very often you have this pattern where it's 1, 2, and then the third. Sorry, so 1, 2, and then a third peak before it reverses. Okay, so if you will, then you also have this consolidation. So if we take out these lows here, or even we could do this here. You know, if we start taking out this support, then this is a head and shoulders again at the top on a Friday. This is not a bad way to, if you want to piss against the wind, which I spent the whole week explaining why you shouldn't piss against the wind. Okay, so hopefully you don't, you know, you get the point. All right, so you measure, you know, the neckline, blah 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 blah. If it needs to close below this level, it needs to close below this level. Okay, not just pop and reverse. It needs to close for you to trade this as a head and shoulders. Okay, so this is the target. If that happens, okay, and the target is this 55 EMA, which usually serves as a dynamic area of value and support. Okay, so quite possibly this could happen. Again, we are 20 minutes away from a cash market open where the huge volume is gonna kick in. NASDAQ, like I said, is you had it looks like it's running out of steam as well because of the gap close. So a lot of people you can see the size of these candles, right, and the size of these candles. The reason for the size of these candles is because no new buyers will be coming in here right now, and usually it's just profit taking. Some buyers might come in, but smart money and or what we've been doing all of this week, we were buying the dip. And like I said, I'm out. I'm out because there's no point in sitting. It's done. It's almost done. Can it do something like this? Absolutely. And but if it does this and takes out these highs, then next week I'm gonna wait for a little bit of a pullback, and I'm gonna enter right here. You know, that's it. You don't, just because market is trading doesn't mean you have to be trading. You have to be trading only when there is a nice A+ setup. Majority of problems people have is when they when they chase the market or where they overtrade, they pick B type of setups, and then they wonder why, why are they having a hard time making money trading? Okay, so this is the double. Obviously, there's a lot of liquidity sitting since it was equal highs, right? So the stop loss for shorts is definitely, there's a whole city of stop losses sitting here. So first of all, when we were somewhere here, I was explaining to you how these gaps serve as magnets, and usually they do get filled. And now this is also a big magnet, right? The next big level is this. All right, simply because everybody and their mother, they know that there's a stop loss city above these highs. So it would make sense to push, stop them out, and then already reverse. All right, if we're going to be reversing. So, but I don't think there's enough juice or precedent for such a big move on a Friday. There's no. As you can see, the momentum is also petering out. Lower lows, lower highs on the momentum, and this is so. Usually, when it happens, kind of like it happened here. See, it was equal highs, but here it was lower, and then you got that open, which was a little unprecedented to say the least. Even here, so you have momentum divergence from here. And then you got this. So very, very quite possibly we're going to get one of these pullbacks either, soon. I don't know when. I'm not here to be an analyst, as in I'm not here to predict the future. All I'm doing here is I'm building out scenarios of a price action, what it can possibly do, and then my reaction to that price action. If it does this, if it goes down, then I do this. If it goes up, I do that. If it takes out this high, then I wait for the breakout, retest, continuation. Blah 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 blah. All right. So I'm going to be closely watching this. This is going to be an extremely important area of support now. If we take this out, and because we were essentially on the shorter time frame, we were making higher highs and higher lows, as you can see, higher highs. Right, higher lows. So this is all a standard definition of your uptrend. So let's see what happens in. Let's see what happens here. You just simply don't have anything happening anymore because there's like I said, the smart money has made their money. And now it's just lower probability. So if it's low probability, I'm not going to be forcing anything. Just because it's Friday and you have to work doesn't mean you have to enter some trade just because something is happening in the market, So you have to wait for something meaningful to set up before you do anything. So let's take a look. What can possibly be done. 1 sec. Let me clean this up a little bit. All right, so 15-minute time frame. All right, so at a bare minimum, if you want to be, you should be still be looking for long. So. Honestly, just this is I don't see anything high probability for me to take at this moment anymore. Like I said, I think it's gonna close this gap. It just forcing when a trade is like a beautiful girl or a beautiful guy, whatever it floats your boat, right? It has to just pop into your head. You don't need to analyze when somebody who's hot walks by you. You know they're hot, right? Same thing with the trade. You have to. A hot trade will reveal itself quite easily. You will know that this trade is the one you should be taking. Okay, so this is 1 second, guys. I gotta answer. 1 second. 1 second. All right. All right, so yeah, if the trade is hot, it's hot. When you start, when you spend more than 5 minutes looking at it this way, any which way, just to see what the fuck is happening, that means there's nothing going on. You should just stay away from that particular instrument until something beautiful sets up, and that's when you take it. Okay, so same thing with gold, chasing it up here. Yeah, it can anemically still kind of go up, but I think that the pullback is now is becoming more and more real. Okay, so I wouldn't want to be long anymore, and I would be looking for signs of a temporary pullback in gold. So that's my 5 cents on that. Plus, now if you look at the dollar index, dollar is rallying, which is usually a sign of that the gold will not be doing as hot. And furthermore, silver is still negative for the day while gold is up. Usually silver kind of shows the way a little bit, and I think gold will, they might pop one more top and then reverse, so to speak. So let's see what else. Dollar index. So dollar index, if you want to be trading anything like euro, pound, etc. I was short pound at, that's euro, short pound. Yeah, I was shorting pound right here. I got out, but yeah, it's definitely dwindling down. I got out because I thought we might retest this trend line. We did retest it once already, as you can see. We took it out, we retested with this candle, and then we had a follow through. So I thought maybe we can go a little higher, but I think that this 55 EMA value area, dynamic area of resistance, is now kind of has provided enough resistance. And anyway, so this thing didn't get to retest. So, but intraday, euro pound is still dog shit. Europe is in it's a complete fucking disaster mess. So Eurozone also cut rates yesterday, well, to stimulate the economy. Meanwhile, United States is keeping their rates unchanged, which was Wednesday, right? Or Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it was. And that means the rate differential is playing towards dollar strength against the euro, against the pound. And pound, I think, Bank of England is next week as well, I think. So next week, pound they will probably try to stimulate the economy as well. So they will probably cut rates, okay? Which, again, if they're cutting rates, then this thing will be rolling over. Aussie, New Zealand, let's see. So we took out this weekly huge level right here, and then this is 2019. This is 22. So people stepped in, buyers stepped in to buy these value areas, or rather, well, these lows, this support, right? So people stepped in. By people, I mean traders, obviously, right? So if I'm gonna be, if I'm not interested in right now, we're in the middle of this range. There's nothing for me interesting to do. What I would want to see is very simple. If this is the, if this was, you see how decisively we've taken out this low. We literally just plowed through it, and I think we might get the a retest. That's what I would be looking to sell. If I'm looking to sell, I wouldn't be selling here. I wouldn't be buying here for sure. But I would be looking. My trade would be selling here. That would be my New Zealand trade. Dollar CAD is pumped. So dollar is definitely well weekly. Trudeau was a goddamn fucking disaster for for Canada. So dollar is just on a tear versus plus the Trump saying we're gonna annex you as another state. So anyway, it looks like this is just a one-way freight train, up. So obviously don't buy the highs like a retard. Wait for the pullback. You always get these pullbacks. Okay, with an even one-day pullback. All right. So, yeah, this is nothing. Again, it's Friday. On a Friday, oil. Let's take a look at the oil. So oil was going until Trump said that he's going to talk to Saudi Arabia, basically saying that we need lower oil to stimulate the economy. Okay, and this is what you got. You had on the weekly chart, false breakout, continuation lower. So this is now probably going to be retesting these lows here. Okay, so that's the next target area. Why? Well, because we couldn't take it up. People are now stuck. The people who traders who were trading it long, the breakout long, are now underwater, and their stop losses, obviously, the big stop losses. I'm talking about huge funds. Their stop losses are below this level. So, if you were to run their stops as a market maker, this is what you would do. Okay, so the probability is that we, for the next week or two, we're going to be heading lower in oil. All right, so so this was nice and short. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin. All right. So Bitcoin loves these fucking ranges. Okay, so as you can see, we range, then another leg up. This can go on for another half a year. This was essentially the rally caused by Trump winning and being pro crypto. Everything is priced in right now, and we're just doing this shit. Okay, so buy the support. You see you see price approach 90,000. Just buy it. Okay, well, don't just buy it, but buy once you start seeing a little bump up. Okay, on the daily, it's just a daily chart. You mark the big areas of interest. Then you go on a 1 hour time frame, and you want to see some kind of a sign of a turnaround. What's a sign of a turnaround? Like I've been showing you all of this week. Well, this was a turnaround sign. Swift leg down, pin bar at the area of previous support. Boom, small reversal. All right, so same thing will happen on this daily. If the daily goes all the way down here, look for 1 hour or 4 hour reversal patterns, and you can make some money. Okay, so here was a false breakout as well, breakdown rather. This would look super bearish, took out all the lows, and then a reverse pin bar and continuation upwards. So even if you just blindly trading daily chart, where you saw this pin bar, so buyers stepped in to buy this thing, you see, this is your basic one-to-one type of trade. So after this high is taken out, you do one-to-one and one-to-one targets. Well, this is even more than one-to-one. So one-to-one right here. And I've been showing you how one-to-one, one-to-two works with Bitcoin on Tuesday. So now, if you guys want, go watch that stream and you'll see. In any case, this is we are approaching the resistance. I would be looking for it's better to buy the dip because the trend is up. So I wouldn't be just selling here, but it is a big resistance. And like I said, Bitcoin and crypto loves to range, and then one swift go with no stops, and then another consolidation period. Okay, so this consolidation period took what, 6 months at least. All right, so we can, for the next 4 months, we can be doing this as well. That's why for now, all right, we got in 3 minutes we have opening bell, so I'm gonna do the opening bell already. 1 sec, let me just already see what the hell happens. If we're gonna get the flow, well, we're definitely gonna have some volumes step in, but I'm just interested to see if NASDAQ is gonna finally pop and close this stupid gap. 1 hour. Anyway, but either way, I don't see any high probability. I gave you all the setups that were easy to trade, that I've traded this week. Today already, this stay the fuck out type of deal. This is already done for. So it's a Friday. Go enjoy your weekend. Don't force your trades. Most people have a problem because they're taught to, since it's a work day, you have to work. No, you don't. Not in this business. In fact, you'll save yourself a lot of headache problem and avoid a lot of problems by not blindly forcing anything. Okay. So on that note, I'm gonna wish you all a happy weekend. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday 9 a.m. All right. Honestly, just Friday, take the day off. Don't force anything. If you've been following us on YouTube and Discord, you've well, on YouTube specifically, you've you followed all my trades, and you should have been making money just like I have. Okay. All right. Till next week, when more opportunities will present themselves, and we'll be doing more trading then. As it's Friday, I'm just not gonna be. There's no point for me to force anything. I'm just gonna go enjoy my weekend and do other work as well, while I'm on it, keeping one eye on the market. All right. If I see anything interesting, I'll post it in Discord. There's a chart, so make sure you guys join either FT or FF, Funding Futures or Funding Traders Discords. Both will have posts if I see or take another trade. All right, that's my gift to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all next week at 9 a.m. Monday.